Ja, ja, alles klar. Bayern sind wunderbar. Bayern remain tip of the top of the table. They got a massive 6-point lead at the top of the table. But will they be closed down this weekend? We'll take a little look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video today. It's all about match day number 21. That's right, over in Germany. We'll get to it in a second. If you knew where you've been, hit the old subscribe. Your one-stop shop for Bundesliga, Blabbing Rovers, world football. We're going to all here under one Ruski. That's right, 6 points is the difference between top and second as Bayer Leverkusen try to make it a competition. But going down right now, Bochum, Holstein, Kiel and Heidenheim are in a bit of trouble. We'll take a look at all of it in the table in a second. But before that, we're going to look at the, of course, matches from this previous weekend, Superbru, and much, much more. Make sure you subscribe. Big shout out to the patrons, big shout out to the members. You know who you are. But let's get into it, guys, and have a look at what went on last time around over in the Bundesliga then, shall we? Of course, these were the results on the screen right about now. Some surprises, of course. Werder Bremen with 1-0 win over Mainz. Of course, my predictions were on the left, the real deal was on the right. Of course, 1-0 winners Werder Bremen. Meanwhile, Borussia Dortmund with a 2-1 win over Heidenheim and with a 2-0 win. Freiburg with a 1-0 win over Bochum and with a 2-1 win. St. Pauli, Augsburg, all square, 1-1 in the end. I went with a home win on that one. Stuttgart did lose to my boys, Borussia Mönchengladbach, 2-1 win. I did go with Stuttgart. Bayern with a 4-3 win over Holstein Kiel, 2-0 winners in my eyes. Union Berlin and Leipzig did end up all square. I went with a 1-1. It wasn't 0-0. Frankie with a 1-1 draw against Wolfsburg. I went with a 3-1 win. And Leverkusen did beat Hoffenheim 3-1 win. I went with a 2-0 win. So that's, of course, the results. What about the table? Well, the table looks a little bit like this, my lovers. Of course, Bayern there, 51 points for the campaign. 45 points is by Leverkusen. Frankie up there in third with 38 points with Leipzig trying to close the gap in on them. But Mönchengladbach, they're up there, guys. They're up there. A win for them. They could be in the top four. So let's make it happen. I don't think it will happen this week because it's looking ugly. Quick look at the link. Actually, let's not have a little look. Let's have a big old long look at the old Superbru, guys. Of course, it is updated. It's been a while, so let's have a little look at it right here, right now. Of course, Ultra Overmira with 11 points this past week. Well done to you. Lisa up there, 10.5, and then Saki, 9.5. Vindaloo, Noah, and Raymond Reddington all with 9.5. I got myself 8. Which is okay, but it's not great. It's not grade 8, it's just a normal 8. Quick look at the actual leaderboard. Well, it looks a little bit like this. Noah is top of the pops with 179. Ultra Overmira with 178. Taya beat in third, 175. I'm down there in 10th, 20-odd points adrift. Need a bit of a master stroke myself this weekend. But I've got to remain in that top 10. Vinny Hong is breathing down my neck. Rest of you guys, make sure you smash the old like, smash your subscribe. Of course, we keep on going to the bitter end. That's right. And speaking of getting back to the bitter end, what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about the link. If you want to get involved still or make a name for yourself between now and then, this is the link right here, right now. Get amongst it, get predicting, and of course, look forward to these games. That's right. Coming at you this coming weekend, starting Friday, the 7th of February, with Bayern, the champions-elect at this moment in time, taking on Werder Bremen at the Allianz Arena. Bayern under Vinny Company are top of the pops with 51 points for the season, just one defeat in the last 6. Against Bremen and Oliverna, they are 8th for the table, 30 points for the season, and they're on 33% form for them right now, just one win. In the last 6 matches, they have played each other 72 times since 1992, 46 wins for Bayern, 16 wins for Bremen. There's been 10 draws between the two sides. Last time around at this very venue, get this, 1-0 win as it was for Bremen, that's right. The reverse fixture, though, 5-0 win it was for Bayern back in September over at Werder Bremen. So the last 4 I've ended up with an away win on this one. Away win. I'm speaking German. Away win. In fact, 5 of the last 6 have ended up with the away win. Only one time has the home side won this game, whether it's been in Bremen or whether it's been in Bayern. Now, I want a spoiler alert on that one. Only 2 of these last 6 have actually been played in Bayern. So, that's probably why it's like that. Anyway, coming into Bayern on the back of that 4-3 win over Kiel. Bremen with a 1-0 win over Mainz. Bookies do back companies, boys. I'm going with a 3-0 win to maintain top of the table status. Wolfsburg, they're up against it, taking on Bayer Leverkusen. Spicy on this one over the Volkswagen Arena. Wolfsburg and Ralf Hasenhüttl are 10th, 29 points for the season. 50% form for them right now, just one defeat in the last 5. Up against Leverkusen under Xabi Alonso, one defeat in the last 6. Are second, 45 points for the season. Now, they played each other 56 times since 1997. 20 wins for Wolfsburg, 26 wins for Leverkusen. 10 draws between the two sides. Coming at you over at the Volkswagen Arena. Last time around, over at Wolfsburg, it was a 2-1 win for Leverkusen back in October 2023. The reverse fixture this time around, 4-3 it was for Leverkusen back in September. Leverkusen on the back of that 3-1 win over Hoffenheim. Wolfsburg could only draw against Frankfurt. In fact, they're on back-to-back draws at the moment. Frankfurt, though, are expected to lose this one. Leverkusen are expected to win. Champions will keep the heat this time around. 2-1 winners at Wolfsburg this time around. Dortmund up against Stuttgart this coming weekend over at the Signal Iduna Park. Niko Kovac is the manager there. He's, of course, been given the license to roam this time around, taking over from Nuri Zaren. They're 11th right now, 29 points for the season. Back-to-back wins, though, for Dortmund. Up against Stuttgart under Sebastian Hoeneß, 50% form for them right now. They're 5th in the table, 32 points for the season, just one win in the last 4. They have played each other 64 times since 1992. 29 wins for Dortmund, 20 wins for Stuttgart, 15 draws between the two sides. Last time around, over at this very venue, it was a 1-0 win for Stuttgart back in April 2024. Stuttgart also winning 5-1 this time around in Stuttgart back in September. Stuttgart have actually won 4 on the spin against Dortmund, looking to make it a 5-peat. They're on the back of a 1-0 win over Augsburg most recently. That was in the DFB Pokal. Dortmund picking up a 2-1 win over Heidenheim. Most recently in the Bundesliga. The bookies on this one, they do go with Dortmund on this one. I'm not too sure. I am actually going with Dortmund, but looking at the recent run of events, I'm questioning that prediction. But I'm going to go stick with my gut, which my gut was a 2-0 win. So we're going to stand by my man. Freiburg up against Heidenheim, coming over at the Europa Park Stadion. Freiburg under Julian Schuster are 9th in the table, 30 points for the season, 2 wins in the last 6. Up against Heidenheim under Frank Schmidt, just 1 win in the last 6. They are 16th in the table, 14 points for the season. They have played each other 5 times since 2015. 3 wins Freiburg, 1 win. Heidenheim has been 1 draw between the two sides. Last time around over in Freiburg, it was a 1-1 draw back in May 2024. The reverse fixture this campaign was a 3-0 win for Freiburg at Heidenheim back in September. Freiburg on the back of that 1-0 win over Bochum. Heidenheim losing to Dortmund most recently. The odds for this right here, right now, they do back Freiburg, of course, massively fancied going with a victory as well. Just a 1-0 win to give them a big fat 3 points. Meanwhile, Mainz, they're up against Augsburg, coming at you over at the Miwar Arena. Mainz under Bo Henriksen, 50% form for them right now. Just one to win in the last 4. They are 6th, though, 31 points for the campaign. Up against Augsburg, they are 58% form, 12th in the table. Unbeaten, actually just one defeat in the last 6. 2 Danes in the dugout. Bo Henriksen's Mainz up against Just Torp's Augsburg. They have played each other 32 times since 2007, 14 wins apiece and 4 draws between the two sides. Last time around, over in Mainz, it was a 1-0 win for Mainz back in February 2024. The reverse fixture, a 3-2 win for Mainz at Augsburg back in September. Mainz still on the back of that 1-0 loss to Bremen. Augsburg losing to Stuttgart in the DFB Pokal to send Stuttgart to the semi-finals. The odds right here, right now. Mainz are favoured on this one. Augsburg, the underdogs. I think I'm leaning towards a Mainz victory. 2-1 winners I am. In their own backyard, Hoffenheim up against Union Berlin, coming at you over at the Priso Arena on the 8th. Christian Ilster's Hoffenheim are 15th in the table, 18 points for the season. 42% form for them right now, winning 2 of the last 6. Up against Union Berlin and Stefan Baumgart. Just 1 win in the last 6. They are 14th in the table, 20 points for the season. They have played each other 11 times since 2019. 4 wins Hoffenheim, 5 wins Berlin. There's been 2 draws between the two sides. Last time around in Hoffenheim, it was a 1-0 win for Union Berlin back in February 2024. The reverse fixture, a 2-1 win for Berlin in Berlin back in September 2024. Hoffenheim, though, losing to Leverkusen most recently, 3-1 win. Union Berlin with a 0-0 draw against Leipzig to make it back-to-back games now without a goal. The bookies for this, though, what are we looking at here? We're looking at Hoffenheim are the favourite on this one. Union Berlin, the underdogs. This could be a draw. Yes, it is in my eyes. 1-1 in the end. Then we go to a big, massive game. It is Frankfurt taking on Mönchengladbach over at Borussia Park. Gerardo Sereños. Mönchengladbach are 7th for the table. Back-to-back wins for them up against Frankfurt. The Dino Topmöller winless, though, in the last 3. They are 3rd in the table, 38 points for the season. They have played each other 51 times since 1992. 21 wins for Mönchengladbach, 18 wins for Frankfurt. 12 draws between the two sides. Last time around, in this venue, it was a 1-1 draw back in May 2024. Meanwhile, the reverse fixture in Frankie, was a 2-0 win for Frankfurt back in September 2024. They also played each other in round 2 of the DFB Pokal. Frankfurt coming out on top with a 2-1 win this season as well. So back-to-back wins for Frankfurt over this one. They are unbeaten against Mönchengladbach over the last 6. They do come into on the back of that 1-1 draw against Wolfsburg. Gladbach, though, beating Bochum and then Stuttgart in quick succession. The odds for this one, very, very tight. Bookies really can't separate. It does look like a draw in that one, but unfortunately I am backing Frankfurt. We're slight favoured with the bookies. on this one. Where do I go? There we go. Meanwhile, Holstein Kiel will entertain Bochum on Sunday over at the Holstein Stadion. Holstein Kiel on the Marcel Rapp. They are 17th for the table, 12 points for the campaign, 42 points for the 42% form for them right now. Up against Bochum and Dieter Hecking, they are 18th with 12 points as well. Winless in the last 3, just 1 win the last 6. 1 win the last 5. 42% form for them as well. Both sides kind of similar form. Played each other 10 times. It does smell like a draw. 10 times they're played since 2002. 4 wins Kiel, 3 wins Bochum, 3 draws between the two sides. Last time around over at Holstein Kiel was a 3-1 win for Holstein Kiel in the Zweite Bundesliga back in December 2020. Reverse fixture this campaign was a 2-2 draw in Bochum back in September. Holstein Kiel with that 7-goal thriller, losing though to Bayern 4-3. Bochum losing a 1-0 thriller to Freiburg most recently. The odds right here, right now, it does smell like a draw. The bookies do give it to Holstein Kiel slightly. Bochum, the underdogs. I'm going with a victory as well for Holstein Kiel. 2-1 winners over their own, their rivals down the foot of the table there, and a massive points that will be. Meanwhile, RB Leipzig will entertain St. Pauli in the final game over at the Red Bull Arena. Leipzig under Marco Rosa, 4th at the table, 33 points for the season, just 1 win in the last 6. Up against St. Pauli under Alexander Blezin, they are 13th for the table, 21 points for the season, unbeaten now in the last 3. They played each other 6 times in 2014, 2 wins Leipzig, 3 wins St. Pauli, 1 draw between the two sides. Last time around over at Leipzig, it was in the league, it was a 1-0 win for St. Pauli back in August 2015. The reverse fixture this campaign was a 0-0 draw back in September 2024. They also played each other in the DFB Pokal this campaign. It was in Leipzig. It was a 4-2 win for Leipzig, who coming into this on the back of that 0-0 draw against Union Berlin. Back-to-back games now without a goal for Leipzig. St. Pauli on the back of that 1-1 draw against Augsburg. The bookies, though, they'll go with Leipzig. They are massively favoured. I think I'm going that way as well. It's 3-0 win, back to winning ways, back to comfortable business. And that, my friends, will complete my week's drama. And if I'm right, this is what the table will look like. It'll be as you were at the top of the table, 6 points clear. Bayern remain tip at the top of the table. Frankfurt in 3rd. Leipzig are in 4th. Bochum, Heidenheim, Holstein Kiel making strides. But that is it. That is what I've got for you. Make sure you subscribe. Smash the like. See you later, guys and girls. But until then, we are done. Zoned.